Well, Ben, thanks for being our next staff profile victim. How strange is it for you to be the other side of the camera?
Really strange, to be honest. A lot of the time it's me behind the camera in the editing. So yeah, it does feel a little bit weird to be this side of it, to be honest.
Let's take you back a little bit. Where do you get your love of football from?
It's probably from my dad's side of the family. I know my dad's side of the family all massive Burnley fans. So when I can, obviously with me growing up in Leicester, it was a little bit difficult trying to get to Burnley games when I can. So I'd always try and go to away games in and around the local area. But once of a time, it was, I had the choice of Burnley from my dad's side or Leicester from my mum's side. But I don't know what prompted me to follow my dad's side and go for Burnley. But yeah, that's essentially where it came from, really.
And I guess it was that which led you into studying sports journalism at university level as well, wasn't it?
100%, yeah, 100%. I mean, sport's been my life for many years. It's always a career I really wanted to work in. And I feel like that's what preempted me to go to university to study what I studied.
What parts of that course kind of like interested you most? Because obviously it's quite wide range, isn't it? What did you get most enjoyment out of?
Just the element to be as creative as you can, really. And I think that's what the sports journalism side of things go into these days. It's going a bit more creative, a bit more digital sort of front, and learning that side of things as well, the more broadcast side of things, as well as, developing your written stuff and all those kind of things as well. It's really engaging, and that's kind of really why I wanted to do it, really.
And I guess therefore it was kind of like a logical progression, wasn't it, that you want to get a job in football? I suppose the question is why Macclesfield?
Well, it's funny really, because final year of university, obviously I volunteered here as an intern when under you at the time. But yeah, essentially it was always in my back of my mind that I wanted to work in sport one day, whether it be football, cricket, whatever. Sport's been, as I mentioned, sport's been a part of me for many years, and just having the ability to work in the field that I love, it's a pleasure, really.
You mentioned about the year you did volunteering at the club. What did that teach you in terms of what it was like to work at a football club? Because I guess there's quite a lot of difference between what you taught at university and putting that into practice.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there is a little bit of a crossover between your journalism side of things and your more sports media side of things. But I think the fact that working in that club media environment, it's a very fast-paced environment, no days ever the same. It's something that can be quite challenging, but it's a challenge that you relish, really. And seeing it firsthand really made me think, you know what, this is really what I want to do in my career.
I know this is probably a difficult one, but talk us through a typical day, a typical weekday, let's say.
Typical weekday. So it's managing social media, getting content with our academy sides, our first team when they're in, just trying to make sure that we've got the best stuff that we can go out on a daily basis, really.
I guess match days totally different.
Hectic, absolutely hectic.
Talk us through a home game, because I know for that it starts early, doesn't it?
It does start early, yeah.
And finishes late, probably.
Yeah, I think that's the bits that people don't often see when you're working in sports media. You often hear at 10 o'clock in the morning on a home game, and you're normally finishing at about 7 o'clock in the evening, doing the interviews with the managers, the players, making sure you've got your match reports written, and then obviously you've got to edit said interviews. So yeah, it's normally not until 7 o'clock that we're finishing, and then it rolls on with the highlights and stuff. So yeah, it never stops.
That's the thing, I guess. I mean, Sundays are a big day for me, aren't you, when you've got a game on a Saturday?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Normally starting bright and early, try and get the highlights out as quickly as possible, because, listen, fans want to see the footage from the previous game, and that's why we've got a really big emphasis on making the highlights as best as we can this year. I mean, last year they were good, but we want to take it to the next level.
What do you like most about working here at Macclesfield FC?
Just the people around the place. Everyone compliments themselves. I know that we've said that in pretty much every staff profile we've done so far, but it's true. Everyone compliments each other. Everyone's a really good team behind the scenes, and it's a real pleasure to be able to work at a place like that. Seeing as this is my first job since graduating university, it's the perfect place for me to start, really.
Difficult one, but we ask everyone. What would you say your biggest challenge is?
I'd probably have to say working with you on a daily basis.
Thanks very much. Yeah, cheers for that.
No, joking aside though, I think it's just, you know, media's moving in a different direction, especially now that, you know, we're in the Enterprise National League North. You know, there's a lot more expectation on us media-wise. There's a lot more regulations that we have to stick to. So making sure that everything is the best that it can possibly be, it is a challenge.
Tell us about the Ben away from Macclesfield FC.
The Ben away from Macclesfield FC. It's a tough one, that. You put me on the spot a bit there, but just, you know, going out, enjoying time with my mates and stuff, doing sporting stuff where I can, you know, it's what I enjoy the most, really.
Tell us one thing that most people don't know about you.
I mean, once of a day, when I was a 12, 13-year-old lad, I was once on the books of Leicestershire as a cricketer. Obviously, clearly it didn't progress very far, but it was a great experience at the time, being a part of a cricket academy. But yeah, that's one thing that people may not know.
Great experience, obviously. And just finally, mate, this week you celebrated 2 years here at Macclesfield FC. I'm going to put you on the spot. If you could sum that up in one word, what would it be?
Oh. This is tough there. You really have put me on the spot here.
I know, yeah. I've got you with that one, mate.
Enjoyment.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, mate.